Good morning to all. Dear student, welcome back to our today's class. Now I'm going to start our biology class. Remaining part of the chapter 7, control and coordination. Today in this chapter we will learn about the coordination in plants. But before watching the video, please be ready with your book. What is the coordination in plants? Coordination is the ability to use different parts of the plants together smoothly and efficiently. In plants, coordination is due to the result of a chemical system wherein plants' hormones or phytohormones have a major role. So, coordination means what? Plants has a different parts, like our body we have a different parts. So plants also having a different parts like leaves, stem, branch, roots, flowers. So coordination means what? All the different parts of a plants uh, working with each other, working together. That means all parts of a plants working together to for the growth and development of the plants. So that is called the coordinations. Now, movement in plants. Plants exhibits two types of movements. Plants are having two types of movements. Number one, growth dependent movements called the tropic movements. One movement is there where growth is dependent, and that movement is called as a tropic movement. Towards or away from a stimulus. The tropic movements will be towards or away from a stimulus. Number two, non-growth development movement. Non-growth dependent movements called the Nastic movement. It is independent of stimulus. Tropic movements. This can be classified again into 5 types. They are phototropism, geotropism, hydrotropism, chemotropism, tigmotropism. So, these tropic movements are classified again into 5 types, and these are the 5 types. Now, number 1 is the phototropism. What is a phototropism? It is the movement of a plant in response to light. The shoot system of a plant exhibits this characteristic. The shoot moves towards the light. Phototropism means photo means the lights. So phototropism means the parts of a plants that move towards the light. Like parts of a plants, that means the shoot means upper parts where the leaves are there, branches and stems are there. So that part of a plants move towards the light. That is called the phototropism. Geotropism. It is the movement of a plant parts towards the soil. This is a characteristic of the root system. The roots always move in the direction of the earth gravity. So in geotropism, what will happen? The part of the plants will move towards the soil. That means the root parts. Roots are present under the soil. No, so root parts will go or move or grow towards the soil. It is going under the soil. It is developing under the soil, growing under the soil. So the roots part of a plants goes the movement. It is called the geotropism. Hydrotropism. It is the movement of a plant towards the water. The stimulus here is the water. So hydrotropism means, hydro means the water. So hydrotropism means parts of a plant goes towards the water. Means it is going to in the direction of the water where the waters are present. So it is called the hydrotropism. Now chemotropism. It is the movement of a plant in response to a chemical stimulus. A classic example of this types of movement is the growth of the pollen tube towards the ovule during fertilization in a flower. So chemotropism means what? The parts of a plant move towards the chemical stimulus. where the chemicals are there. Chemicals means not that some chemicals from the chemistry lab. Chemicals are present in the body also, in the plant's body also. So whatever the chemicals are there in their body, so it is moving towards that chemicals. So here example is given, the movement of a pollen tube. Pollen tube is one sex organs of a plant's flower, so towards the ovule. Ovule is also a sex organs of a plants. So pollen tubes, in the ovule some chemicals are there, ovule ova is there. So pollen tubes, the whatever the pollen grains are there, to so that pollen tubes move towards the ovule to touch the chemicals. Okay, so in the process of fertilization in flower, these things are happen. So it is called the chemotropism. Stigmotropism. It is a directional movement in plants in response to touch. For example, the plant's tendrils climb around any support which they touch. Maybe you have seen the climbers, no? Climbers, what they are doing when they are growing, they need one support. Like if you will keep on a stick there, then they used to climb on that stick. Means they used to, their tendril used to make surround the sticks and they used to grow. So that is called a touch. Have you seen a touch me not plants? If you touch it, then it will responding, it's closing their leaves. So this is the called the stigmotropism. Now Nastic movement. Nastic movements in plants are not directional movement. They are not dependent on stimulus and are growth independent. For example, the leaves of a touch-me-not plants, Mimosa pudica, fold up immediately when touched. This kind of changes occur due to the change in the amount of water in the leaves. Depending on the quantity, they either swell up or shrink. So nastic movement is what? It is a not directional movement. That means it is not going through, it is not growing in a some directional or some stimulus are not required here. They are not dependent on stimulus and are growth independent. They are not depending on any stimulus and they are growth independent. They will grow independently. For example, here touch me not plants is given, Mimosa pudica. Already I explained about the stigmotropism. The touch me not plants are not involved in the stigmotropism. Okay. So if you touch the leaves of the plants, then what will happen? The leaves will fold immediately. Okay. These kinds of changes occur due to the change in the amount of water in the leaves. So this is why it is happen, because of the water which are present in the leaf will be changed. That's why it is happen. Depending on the quantity, they either swell up or shrink. Depending on the quantity of the amount of water which are present in the leaves of that particular plants, they will either swell up or they will shrink. In this image, here showing some picture or some image of other 5 tropic movements in plants. Now, what is a plant hormone or phytohormone? They are responsible for the control and coordination of plants. There are different types of hormone which affect the growth of a plant. Phytohormones are chemical compounds which are released by stimulated cells. These hormones are diffused around the plant cells. They have a role to play in the cell division, cell enlargement, cell differentiation, fruits growth, falling of leaves, ripening of fruits, aging of plants, etc. So what is a plant's hormone? It is a chemicals which are present in the plants, and that chemicals are responsible for the control and coordination of the plants. So there are different types of hormones present in the plants and their work also different. Some hormones are present in a cell. They used for the cell division, some are for the cell enlargement, some are used for the cell differentiation, means different in the different part of a plant, so the different cell will work. Some are for the fruit growths, some are for the falling of the leaves, repairing of the fruits, and aging of the plants, etc. So all these hormones are doing their different works. Now let's go, we'll learn about the plant's hormone. The different types of phytohormones are auxin, gibberellins, cytokinin, abscisic acid. So these four are the phytohormones which are present in a plant. Number one is auxins. They help in the cell growth at the shoot tips by elongating the cells. They help in the growth process. So auxins are what? They help in the cell growth, and at the shoot tips. Auxin used to present in the tips of the shoot, means the upper parts, the leaves part of a plant. The auxins you will get in the shoot tip, point of the tip, and it is helping to elongate the cells. They help in the growth process. So auxin used to help the plants in the growth process. Gibberellins. These hormones are responsible for the cell growth in the stem, seed, germination, and flowering. Gibberellin hormone is responsible. It is used for the growth of a stem, seed, germination, and flowering. Okay. Cytokinins. They promote cell division in plants. They also promote the opening of the stomata and delay aging in leaves. So cytokinins are, it is helping in the cell division in a plants, and it's also promote the opening in the stomata. You know about the stomata. So through the stomata only plants used to take the carbon dioxide and release the oxygens. So opening of the stomata and delay aging in leaves. So cytokinins help to opening the stomata and delaying the age of the leaves. Abscisic acid. This hormone inhibits the growth of the plants, and therefore it promotes dormancy in seeds and buds, the detachment of fruits, flower, and falling of leaves, etc. are promoted by these hormones. So abscisic acids, what they are doing, it's promote dormancy in seed and buds, the detachment, the fruits will be fall from the plants, the flower, and falling of the leaves, etc. These abscisic acids are used. So dear student, this much for today's class. Remaining some more are there, so we will continue in our next class. So in the next class we'll learn about the endocrine system of the animals or human beings. Okay, but before finishing my video, here are some home assignment questions for you. Write down the answer and send me in the either in the Google Classroom or in the WhatsApp group. So as you know that your class will start from 8 a.m. till the 12 noon. So try to submit within this time. Okay? Thank you and have a nice day.